We're now seeing new video given to investigators that shows the moments the Delta plane flipped over after a fiery landing. This video is being reviewed by authorities. 3 people we know were critically injured, but remarkably, most of the 80 passengers on board managed to walk away with no injuries. ABC's Reena Roy is in Toronto, and transportation reporter Sam Sweeney is in Washington, D.C. Thank you both for being here. Reena, I want to start with you. We know this is early in the investigation, but what are some of the things investigators are looking at right now?
Well, Stephanie, we will be hearing from the president and CEO of Toronto Pearson here in just a couple of minutes. We're expecting a press conference there right behind us. You can see the podium is set up. They're expected to give an update on the investigation here. Of course, as you said, it is really early in the investigation, so no cause has been revealed. That could take months to come out. But we know that the NTSB is on the ground here assisting Canadian officials as they work to figure out why the plane landed as hard as it did. And we just saw that video. It's just stunning. You see how quickly it happens. The plane lands, it bursts into flames, and then it tumbles over. Again, no cause has been revealed. We're waiting to hear an update. Stephanie?
Yeah, that video is just remarkable. I can only imagine the folks that were on that plane, just how frightening that moment was, that fiery landing, and then all of a sudden it just flips over. Remarkably, as we've noted, 80 passengers were on that plane. They were all able to make it out. Reena, what more do you know about those that were injured?
Right, so we know that 21 people in total were injured. They were all taken to the hospital. 3 of them were critically injured, including a child, a woman in her 40s, and a man in his 60s. But you know, the passengers that we have spoken to are saying that it really was the teamwork that helped people get out safely, that the flight attendants worked quickly, that the people on the plane left their stuff and made sure to get out as that plane was up in flames.
And Sam, I want to bring you in on this. You've seen this video and you see the conditions there. Snow's on the ground. I'm assuming visibility was low during that time, just based on this video. So is there any indication weather could have played a role in this crash?
Look, the investigators are going to look at every part of this. They're going to look at weather. They're going to look at runway conditions, how hard that plane landed. They're going to look at the black box data. What were the inputs put in? What was the thinking of the pilots? The good news is everybody made it out of this plane alive. The pilots will be able to tell exactly what happened there, why they made the decisions they did, and what they believe happened. You know, we see the video, but it's from a distance, and as you said, the visibility is not great. Did it come down on that right landing gear too hard, or was there a mechanical failure with that right landing gear that made it collapse? And it has nothing to do with weather. There's so much that goes into an air crash investigation. It takes time, and that's often why it takes more than a year to get the final cause of a crash.
Yeah, lots of different factors could have played a role in this. And Sam, this was a Delta flight, but operated by Endeavour Air. So what's the CEO saying about all of this?
Endeavour Air is a wholly owned subsidiary of Delta, operating Delta Connection flights, those smaller regional flights. They are working with the care team along with Delta Airlines, their parent company, to get these specially trained employees into Toronto to give any sort of assistance that the passengers or the crew on board may need. That being hotel rooms, food, clothing, anything that they need to get through the next couple of days, weeks, or even months.
They'll need that support. Sam, thank you so much. Reena, thank you. We'll check in with you once that press briefing gets started.